Will Jones will give the invocation going.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, when we gather together and turn to you, we recognize that there's a spirit here beyond us. And we're grateful for we need your presence. Help us to see beyond ourselves to the greater good of the community. Help us to recognize the good intentions that all of us are working for and what is best for our community. And we're thankful for our community. A wonderful place to live, full of wonderful people. Guide us and help us to listen to that spirit as it calls us to work together. In the name of Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. I'll stand with pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Open up the meeting, council meeting. We have a roll call, please.
Ms. Ashley Brinker, present. Ms. Krista Hewitt. Here. Mr. Jim Hendy.
Here.
Mr. Eric Rothman.
Here.
Mr. Clay Cupper.
Present.
Mr. Ron Mattis.
Here. I would do several separately. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of March 18th? All in favor? Aye. Want a motion to approve the minutes March 25th?
I'll move.
Second. Is that you, Ron?
Yes, sir.
Moved by Ron, second by Clay. All in favor? Aye. Mayor reports. Jackie, got anything? I'm sorry. Yeah, make a motion to approve the agenda. Make a motion to approve the agenda. First by Eric, second by Ashley. All in favor?
I just want to talk about the resolution that's on tonight and just kind of talk about why we have a resolution on tonight. And I briefly spoke with a couple of concerned property owners prior to the meeting. So first, just from a practical perspective, all this resolution is authorizing the City of Dry Ridge to make an application with the Grant County Planning and Zoning Commission to make a text amendment to our zoning code as it relates to both the neighborhood commercial zone and the highway commercial zone. Specifically to the highway commercial zone, what we are requesting that the Grant County Planning Commission approve, which we ultimately would have to pass as a first and second reading of an ordinance. So this is just like one step of about an 8-step process. Is to add truck stop as a conditionally permitted use in the highway commercial zone. So just to give a little background, there is an individual, there's probably been more than one, but one of recency that I think we've discussed here at the council, that is looking to put in a truck stop. It is my legal opinion as well. I don't want to really put words in the mouth of other people. I'll just say it's my legal opinion that neighborhood commercial is not a suitable zone for a truck stop. Neighborhood commercial allows for a gas station. There are some other provisions that are in there. But to kind of an abundance of caution, we met with Becky Ruhal of Grant County Planning and Zoning, and she consulted with Ray Erfenbach, the county engineer, and we all collectively agreed that to kind of help clarify things, that we would add to the text of highway commercial as a conditionally permitted use a truck stop. So what this is a resolution allowing the city to make that application, because the legislative body is the one who has the power on any kind of planning and zoning issues, for Grant County to then have as an application the to make a recommendation to us on the text amendment. So, was I as clear as mud on that? I apologize. I was on vacation last week. So, does everyone kind of understand what we're going right now?
So the terminology as it stands right now could cause what they would classify as a truck stop to go in, even though that might not be the best fit for that section of ordinance.
It's my legal opinion that a gas station does not include a truck stop.
Right, and the Willow State
And the
truck
plans
stop-
that have been presented to the executive branch, and these plans are ever morphing, and it's a little more complex than when the city first looked at it in November or December, is what's there behind you, which contemplates a shower facility, 4 large diesel islands, and, I don't know, 70 to 100, whatever is there, truck parking spaces.
It's like a complex like Flying J versus a complex like Little Marisol.
You got it. You're right. So it's my opinion that neighborhood commercial, which allows gas stations,
Little Marisol.
right, that's the
Yeah.
intent, is
Mhm.
the Ameristops, a gas station that
Right.
primarily services automobiles.
Right.
The problem is we don't really have a zone that specifically deals with truck stops. And we all know that in this community, we've dealt with the truck stop issue for several years. So we felt it was best to go ahead and clarify where a truck stop should be, which would be in the highway commercial zone. Now, that being said, obviously, a lot of our neighborhood commercial, you could come in and request a zone change to make it highway commercial, right? That's a different proceeding. That's not in front of us. We don't have any applicant in front of us tonight. It's just the idea is to kind of clarify in the zoning code to make it very clear that if you're coming in with a truck stop, and a truck stop is a very specific thing that looks more similar to this, that it should be a conditional use of highway commercial. So that's the resolution that's on tonight.
This area right here, right now, is neighborhood.
That's correct. The property that, and again, I want to be a little careful. We're not specifically doing this for this individual. This individual brought to, I think, our attention and the county's attention, and it's probably something that Mr. Baddox and Tank have been arguing for years, that there are some holes in the driveway zoning code. So it just seemed like a good opportunity to make it very clear, nobody could question, in the future, if someone comes to us as a truck stop, we have a zone for it. And it would be a conditional use. Conditional use meaning that it's not automatically approved, that they would then have to go in front of the Board of Adjustments for approval. Because again, just because it's highway commercial does not necessarily mean that we would want automatically a truck stop going there. There's highway commercial I don't have it in front of me, but we have highway commercial that's pretty far off of 22 that who knows what a Board of Adjustments would do. So that's what the purpose of tonight's resolution is. So the steps would be is, planning and zoning meets, I'm not sure when they meet on this issue.
I think it's 6:49.
Okay, so they then would make a recommendation, would come back to us, and we would do a first and second reading of the ordinance. Presumably, we're probably going to have a special meeting in May anyway for budget purposes. Yes, sir.
If we haven't already put the application in, they won't see it until next month, so the last Monday in May.
Right, we got it.
Okay.
Hold it, I didn't hear what he said.
I wasn't sure if they have to have the application in. We have to have the application in the first week of the month, so they can have it for the meeting the last Monday of the month.
That's Monday.
Yes.
We've been working with Becky
Okay.
on the timing. Yeah. So, thank you.
Anybody else have any questions for Jackie? Flag, bond?
Consider you that, I'm sorry. Consider that,
Read
I'm
what?
sorry. But we-
Oh, it'll be a resolution,
Oh,
not an
resolution.
ordinance.
Okay.
And all the resolution states is that the mayor is an agent of the city's legislative body is authorized to apply and propose the following to be studied and set for public hearing pursuant to KRS 200.211, a text amendment to allow truck stop as a conditionally permitted use in the highway commercial zone. And in all fairness, Ray Erpenbeck and Becky are tweaking the language a little bit because that's their role, and they'll come back to us with a little more precise language, assuming it gets recommended by planning and zoning. We're not voting on that right now. We voted this toward the end of the meeting. That's all I have.
And somebody else have any questions? You have anything?
Those are just your P&Ls for each one of your funds and the March purchase order report is there for you to see. Your P&Ls are run year-to-date through April the 11th, so that they be posted last week. So those are up to date at that point.
Do you guys want to look into this? Running
March total for 130 responses for the month. There's a breakdown of where we went, what we had, where we went to. We've been seeing a slight increase with the overdoses, so guys been pretty busy last few weeks on them, but hopefully it'll slow down again. Anybody have any questions?
give us an update on Mr. Ball.
Yes, Kenny Ball,
Maybe-
I've
maybe
said
inform
on
people about what happened during their
second shift went and had his tonsils and stuff like that taken out about 10 days ago. Over the weekend, he had problems, had to have emergency surgery early Saturday morning. He got out of the hospital today, so he'll now be off. He was planning on coming back to work Wednesday, and now he'll be off for another month. So with everything they had to do to him, but he's much better. He's home now, resting comfortably. So hopefully he'll listen to the doctors and be fine, get back to work here soon. So that's what happened with Chris. Oh, sorry.
I saw Spain Morgan posted earlier today that you guys doing a Build-A-Bear event?
We are doing Build-A-Bear event this Thursday. I think she sent something out to the business owners, that kind of stuff, in reference to donations for to buy Build-A-Bears with. What we normally do, have the schools come in and they do the boxes and that kind of stuff and help build the bears, and then we send the bears to Children's Hospital and Shriners Hospital. So it's been a big hit in the past. The children really appreciate us doing it for them. So we usually do 100, 150 bears every year, just depending on the donations.
So that's this Thursday.
That's this Thursday, yes. It'll start at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, last till usually close to 7, 6, 7 o'clock usually that time.
Ricky, you have anything that you need to?
On the board there in March,
you got,
I got
you need to,
2 reports there to show for last month. Everything come back in compliance on all the testing. Should be 31 Broadway and Roofman, 2 sample spots. And then where we had the water leak down here should be getting blacktop, but all that Barry talked to you about that.
you got anything on the sewer department, Ken? Yeah,
All our numbers going back to Williamstown was in compliance there on that quarterly report there.
All the pumps are put in then, all the new pumps at the high school and stuff?
The old high school up here on Hill Road, it's been replaced. The pumps are up and running. Everything's running good there. Also out here at the new high school, the pumps have been replaced. So that's 2 of the 3 projects that we allotted in our budget to get repairs done to that are now complete and up and online.
Is that saving you so far?
Absolutely. Yeah. The one out here at the high school seems to be keeping the well a lot cleaner. And also the upgrades that we made are a lot more energy efficient. So we should see an impact from that.
Any questions from Ken? Everybody good on that? Barry, do you have anything on the,
Other than down here, like Rob said, where we had the water leak in front of the pawn shop, hopefully we'll get that paved this week, get that fixed. And Kings Heights and the partial on Arbors is on the books. I don't know that we'll get that done when we'll get that done, but this down here should be done this week.
you already got a hold of Denny's?
Yes. Yeah. So that, hopefully that'll be done this week.
Anything on the parks or anything down there that,
No. Other than we have that door frame to fix down there at the bathroom.
Roger's gonna fix that?
Yeah.
One other issue we got is the Coke machine down there. We're gonna have to, they're gonna go down there tomorrow to look at it. It hasn't worked for, I don't know, a long time apparently, because everything's been coming up, coming over and wanting to know why the Coke machine won't work, so. We're gonna try and look at that tomorrow. Is there a contract on that thing, tank, as far as the materials we have to buy from Pepsi or Coke or anything on that, or?
Whenever we buy it's ours, but other than that, the machine's in the cities. It's there before we bought it.
We'll have to look at that more. If it's gonna cost a lot of money to fix it, it's not gonna be feasible to fix that machine. We're gonna have to try and get a hold of Coke or Pepsi or somebody and see if they'll do something different, because we only got $5 grand in that machine and it don't work.
Should we do like papers work?
No,
Just check it out?
just, I mean, I don't know how old it was or anything else, so. But it's useless sitting there, so we're gonna look at that tomorrow and see if it's something that's easy to fix, or if it's not, then we'll have to regroup on that, because it's not worth dying sitting there.
And the restroom also, are we looking into replacing the central restroom? I went out to the park this past weekend and it was interesting. The sink in the part of this restroom has a chunk about this big missing out of the ceramic. And the smell of urine is really
Did you look at that, Mary? Is there?
It's been like that for a long time. Somebody broke the lid on the tank down there in the same bathroom, shattered it. I see no use in putting anything fancy in there because they're just going to destroy it.
Is it stainless steel sinks maybe? protect the...
It might, but I don't know what the cost on a stainless steel tank is, or sink. But
It looked like on the door that's out of order, it looked like somebody's actually, the vents up on the ceiling, they plucked that off of the wall and it's sitting on the floor now. And so I don't know if they're trying to vandalize it more.
Well, nobody should be able to get in there because that door's been locked.
It's open.
It should be locked.
Yeah, I got in it this weekend.
Really?
I didn't.
Yeah, it should have been locked. I don't know who would have unlocked it.
I don't know. It was open, and so we were down there at park this weekend, and so I didn't know what all we had planned down there or not.
Well, like I said, you get vandalism all the time. We've replaced toilets.
Mm-hmm.
They tore up when they put the basketball lights up and the control panel over on the wall, they tore that up. I don't know how you police it.
We'll look into it for summer. We can do it as far as the safety stuff. You got anything on the plane, is that in Canada?
That's just a report on the activity in the county. The only one that really applies to Dry Ridge, that in-ground pool there, that was for our motel being built over here on Sergeant Wallace.
You got anything, Brett, in Rico?
Just the report there, since that's about it. Take care of everything, just doing it part-time, fix stuff when any calls in, just making changes when I know, on-call rotation, things like that, but other than that, everything's good.
Anything on drug enforcement again?
No.
ABC, nothing there. Good, we're all good. Now we got this, finally got this firehouse all done, so we'll kind of just run through it real quick with you. Got the concrete all repaired, the drains all repaired. So everything should be good on that. If anybody wants to look at it, you're more than welcome. We can take you over and look at it, or we can just go through the pictures, whichever you prefer to do.
It looks like they've done a nice job. Nice job.
They done a good
Anybody
job,
wants
yes,
to
sir.
look at it, or anybody wants to not, or what you guys want to do? I mean, we can go over and look at it now if you want to, it's up to you. Okay. As you can see, it turned out really nice. We didn't have a 100-foot hole to fill or nothing like that, so. Wasn't much underneath there, just a lot of water where the water went down. Had to put new gutters on it too, because of course on the far side, the gutters, the hole at the bottom of the gutter was that big, so all the water was running straight down the wall, running right down into that driveway, so. Repair that and replace that, so that part should be all good to go. Is it all good, Rodney, everything?
Yes, sir. Everything's working just fine. The drains inside, the water goes to them and they go out, and we've had that rain and all the water come from the new gutters and out into the storm drain like it's supposed to, so everything worked real good. Appreciate it. So, Ken and them striped it the other day and got the striping back in the floor and stuff, so it's good. Thank you, appreciate it.
You got nothing to new business there, so just want to get you active on this, right, this resolution.
The resolution of the City of Dry Ridge, Grant County, Kentucky, sponsoring a proposed zoning text amendment, whereas KRS 100-211 subsection 3 provides the proposal for a text amendment may originate with the legislative body, and whereas it is the intent of the legislative body to sponsor and direct staff to study The Grant County Planning and Zoning Commission to conduct a public hearing on a proposed tax amendment and make a recommendation concerning the application. Be it resolved by the City of Dry Ridge, County of Grant, that the city mayor as an agent of the city's legislative body is authorized to apply and propose the following to be studied and set for public hearing pursuant to KRS 200.211 for a text amendment to allow truck stop as a conditionally permitted use in the highway commercial zone. I would ask for a roll call vote on this. After a motion and second.
Have a motion to accept this resolution?
I'll second.
First by Jim. Second by Carissa. Have a roll call, please.
Ashley? Yes. Carissa? Yes. Jim?
Yes.
Eric?
Yes.
Clay?
Yes.
Ron?
Yes.
No new announcements. Have a motion to adjourn. Second, first by Ron, first Jim, second by Clay.